First video, worst era to go out in.
With the advent of the internet being created and us connecting all over the world on different types of platforms, the perception of celebrities and public figures has hit a complete change compared to now. In the past, celebrities and public figures were looked at as remarkable figures who did less harm than the average type of person. Because people would think, well, if they were on a TV show or movie, then obviously a company wouldn't hire someone that did terrible, controversial things, and they had to be good. Unless you were like O.J. Simpson or R. Kelly, which clearly in 4K got caught.
My fault. Oh shit. Oh my gosh.
Shit. The public would think even with your flaws, you were probably still a mostly good person. And low-key, R. Kelly still had a prospering ass career after getting caught. They was selling the tape where he was engaging in acts with a minor. Still kind of weird how that's actually a big thing that happened in the two.
Wait.
In acts with a minor, a prospering ass career after getting caught. They was selling the tape where he was engaging in acts with a minor.
Selling the tape? They were selling it? Oh, I ain't know that. I ain't know that, bruh.
Actually a big thing that happened.
Look, the only thing I knew was because when I was younger, I was watching the Boondocks. I'm pretty sure it was the first episode. They had talked about R. Kelly. So I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of low-key knew, so then whenever they were saying it, I was like, oh my gosh, Boondocks was right? That's like, you know, that's that. No, we gotta do. Okay, stop. Don't say that like it's some rarity that I'm live. Don't say that. Don't. I know, it's been 2 weeks. I know. But chill. Just chill. We're here for a good time.
In the 2000s, like where were the police at? But then he dropped Trapped in a Closet and people went, hold on.
Wait, what was on that?
Kind of fire though. I'm sorry y'all, but I'm gonna have to buy the.
Hold on, what was on Trapped in a Closet? R. Kelly trapped in a closet. Jesus. Trapped in a cooler. Huh? Oh. Closet. Oh wait, this is like a show? Or a movie or something? Oh. I thought it was an album. The fuck? Oh, that's where that meme's from. I never seen this. Wait, what? What do you mean he's reviving it? Wait, what was this? Oh, 2011. Never mind. GG's.
It really was wild.
I got article baited.
Public figures got away with before social media. And with celebrity.
Or were you too busy with My Hero Academia? It's funny you say that. Yeah, I only seen the first episode of season 2. Attack on Titan is peak. That is peak. I only seen season 2 or the first episode of season 2 of Dan and Them, but I wasn't paying attention, so I have to rewatch that episode where old girl was in the sauna. And then, damn, I forgot his name, Omaru or whatever the fuck his name is. And then the other guy, they were fucking, they were like, oh, we gotta go save her or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I gotta rewatch that episode because I wasn't really paying attention. My Hero Academia, I'm fully caught up. I'm watching every episode on Saturday. I might skip this week, though, because I feel like it's gonna be one of them backstory episodes, and I'm gonna just watch it in conjunction with next week's episode type shit. But yeah, My Hero Academia has been great so far.
And public figure deaths then, it was almost always treated like a tragedy and a majority of people would give their condolences. Like when MJ died, the whole world went silent for that week because it was so unbelievable that could happen. You ain't see no jokes or nothing.
They did?
People was
yeah, they did.
Same thing with Princess Diana. There was literally...
I still don't see no Michael Jackson jokes. Like, people don't really joke about Michael Jackson like that. Like, he really got respect, gang. Like, he really, you know what I'm saying?
2.5 billion people watching her funeral. It was one of the most watched events ever. And you can even take someone politically like Ronald Reagan, who was notoriously, not a liked political figure, to say the least. Was putting up LeBron numbers of racist laws and sending the black community back. Is that crack I see in your pocket, son? No, it's a bag of flour I got from the grocery store. Like, the bag literally says flour. How did you miss that? I've heard enough. 100 years of prison and throw the key away. Even Ronald Reagan's funeral had 100 million viewers watching, and no matter people's political party, a lot still gave condolences. Yeah, we know if this happened now with Gen Z, that would not be happening. For sure, that ain't gonna happen with Trump or Biden. Just prepare for a civil war on the internet for the whole year when their time comes. Now, in our time is the right time to make...
Why was he building a tower in the background, bro? What is this?
War on the internet for the whole year when their time comes. Now, in our times, the wait time to make fun of a public figure or celebrity's death has dropped to about 5 minutes after. And
I'm about to say, I think the real wait time, like, okay, let's just like actually think about this for a second. Somebody just dies, right? Boom. No longer breathing, okay? Now, I think it's good to, like, because some people like make jokes, like that's how they cope with things, right? And then to some people, joking is insensitive, right? So it's like, I think it's okay to joke. Realistically, it depends, but I think at the most we should give it a week. I think we should give it a week at the most. At the least, maybe like 3 days. But, like, I feel like after a week, it's like, all right, bro. Like, we could at least start making light jokes, and then the jokes can get heavier and heavier and heavier as time goes on. But I think we could start joking after a week, bro. Especially people like me who cope through laughter, bro.
The most recent example of it,
we gotta cope too.
You probably guessed it by now, is...
Yay! Now, I'm not gonna lie, bro. These Kirk memes are actually insane. I scrolled through an entire thread on Twitter. Just straight memes, bro. His face is on, like, every major meme, every, like, video and stuff that, like, easily recognizable videos, and you see his face. And I'm like, bro, who thought of this idea? Like, who made this shit, bro? Like, this is actually crazy. I didn't even see this one.
Yeah, that's pretty much been all the viral...
Bro, what the fuck is this?
Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk got assassinated on September 10th, 2025. And the whole fallout on social media has been the strangest thing I think we've never seen. With politicians, we expect how things go, but we've never had it happen to a political commentator as big as Charlie Kirk. And one of the dumbest things that happened immediately after this was people trying to start a civil war. Like, can you imagine a civil war starting over a podcaster? Like, if Biden or Kamala hit Trump on stage in 4K with bullets and started cheering, at least then I'd understand it a bit more happening. You think people are gonna rip off their 9-to-5 business shirts, hop out the cubicle and go, you know what? You have now declared war on me and every patriot who watched Charlie Kirk's podcast 24/7. Even the people who liked him at most are gonna give their condolences, probably reply to some trolls on Twitter and then move on. Imagine kids in
RRAHO. Sniper Gang 1800. In the club boppin' with my niggers, Kodak Bop, all of us rockin' on, M-jiggers, on them mollies. You ain't talking money, I don't hear ya, shush, I don't hear ya. You ain't got to touch me, I don't feel ya, nigga, I don't feel ya. That's Skrilla, boy, I'm bout my Skrilla, I'm bout my Skrilla, all my niggas monkeys, we gorillas, we gorillas.
I appreciate that, Indian TTS.
2060, looking at a
We needed
history
that.
book and seeing 2 civil wars in America. One happening over slavery and people literally having no rights and being treated as property. And one happening over a podcaster getting assassinated by some teenager who liked femboys. You have the richest man in the world talking about the left is the party of murder. People like Andrew Tate tweeting civil war. Mind you, he doesn't even live in this country. He should be focusing on his daily news trafficking cases instead of our affairs. I mean, our own president is inciting this shit too.
Radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died. The values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God.
Meanwhile, about a day later.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years.
And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
Like, bro.
Like, who gonna be in there, though? Like, who gonna be in that ballroom? I was low-key wondering that whenever they said they were gonna make one. Like, who are they making that for? Was it just for like world leaders or some shit? Like, are they even like young enough to be dancing without popping a hip out or something?
Bro, what is it with this ballroom? Your man's just got slimed out. You can't give him at least a little more time? I remember growing up looking at presidents and the richest people in the world and thinking, wow, they're so smart and they must have worked hard to get to that position. These are probably the most sane people on the planet. I mean, it takes a lot to get there. Little did I know that lie would be shattered to me about... Actually, not that long after, because I started using social media when I was a kid. And look, I've already said this before. I'm not even someone celebrating him getting assassinated, and political violence only makes things worse. But this whole thing of trying to start a civil war was the cringiest I've ever seen. And I would go to actually say, by these prominent political figures and politicians trying to do things like this, it only made people more and more not take it serious and not care. Like, the president ordered the US flag to be flown at half-staff nationwide, which is usually meant for major national tragedies like mass shootings or literally 9/11, and high politicians such as presidents and whatnot dying. So when people see it being done to a podcaster, do you think all of a sudden they're gonna take it more serious? They're just gonna think it's stupid as and make fun of it even more. On top of that,
it's so crazy though, because bro was a podcaster, gang. Like, that's crazy, bro. You know how much motion you gotta have though? I ain't gonna lie, bro.
like, the government also
that's okay, respectable amount of motion.
Day of remembrance for Charlie Kirk. I can guarantee you, a bunch of the people who were at his...
Nah, this video was this video was crazy, bro. I remember seeing this one, bro. I think this came out either like the day after or the same day, maybe. I don't know when I seen it. But nah, this was, bro. He was mad, gang. Like, he was genuinely upset, bro. He was very upset about this. I'm gonna be honest.
Memorial and ones dedicated to him aren't gonna be popping out next year. They're just gonna move on to the next political thing they can complain about. There was also a ton of bills introduced by politicians who wanted even more remembrance of Charlie Kirk. Like a bill in Oklahoma where it would require a Charlie Kirk memorial plaza at every public university. Yeah, that wouldn't last a day, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, presidents don't even get...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, gang. Putting one in every university, bro. There's probably gonna be niggas that piss on that shit, bro. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not saying or, you know, anything like that. Obviously, I don't think that's right, but I'm just saying. Bro, people, like there's people celebrating that bro got cooked. So, like, what do you think they're gonna do to a fucking statue, gang? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta just think, bro. Like, you're literally just opening up the, like, floodgates. Unless that's what they want, and then they could, like, arrest you for whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I guess. Maybe that's what it is.
This type of honor. Oklahoma got to worry about their education level before doing this. And it's not like he even lived there. Turning Point's headquarters is in Arizona. There was also another bill introduced called the Charlie Kirk Commemorative Coin Act, which would require the Treasury to make coins in his honor. Bro, if your ass pulls out some change and I see you with the Charlie Kirk quarter, I'm smacking the out of you. It's crazy how...
I'm not gonna lie, bro. All them quarters the same, gang. Look, bro. Hey, if somebody hand me my change and I got a Kirk coin, look, bro, it's still worth 25 cents, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not about to be like, oh, no, I don't want that one. Bro, give me that change, bro.
Performative.
Give me that change, bro.
Because I feel like none of these politicians even cared about him. They saw this as the perfect opportunity to distract from doing any actual work and to focus on this. I think the thing that really sealed it of people not caring and making fun of it was how the actual funeral went. Because, oh boy, was this one of the weirdest televised memorial services to ever exist. I would say this was more of a political...
Yo, bro, can you hey, yo, bro, I need me a couple Kirks, gang. Instead of saying quarters, they're like, oh yeah, your change will be, that'll be 3 Kirks. And they're like, the fuck? Hang you these fucking, nice ass silver fucking quarters. Cause them shit's gonna look brand new. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely gonna be at least one person. Probably gonna be more, but at least one person that's gonna specifically collect Kirk quarters, bro. They don't accept no other quarters. They only want the Kirk ones, and they're gonna like have them up in their house.
You lazy baboon looking, no EBT having, Temu Debu wannabe. Where TF have you been?
So I want to be a Timu Dabo? I've been busy.
For rally than a memorial. You had all of the Trump administration coming to it and giving pretty political speeches. Like, for them, I wouldn't be surprised.
Who Ethiopian? Who?
If they went in a mirror and were just practicing like they were
Talking
going
about
on
Tommy?
a debate stage. And you know, for Erica Kirk, I'll give her credit. Her speech was a lot more empathetic and it seemed like she actually cared. She walked out strangely though to something which looked like she was more coming out of a WWE.
Nah, I missed all y'all. Nah, this was a crazy entrance.
Is this a normal thing that happens at American funerals or something that I don't know? But then right after Erica Kirk's speech ended, you had this.
The best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie.
Yeah, he's my favorite Ethiopian. No offense, Ezra.
My opponent. And I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry.
If you don't find this weird as to do as the sitting president at a funeral, I don't know what to say. I think he deadass just saw this on his schedule as a MAGA rally and went in with that mentality. I was the wife of the man who got murdered, giving more empathy and bringing people together more than the president. Bruh, like, isn't your job supposed to be to bring people together? I thought we were supposed to be some sort of United States. Yeah, after this, any appearance of people feeling bad for the memes was...
Bro. I swear I didn't even notice it was his face at first. Bro, what the fuck?
Probably gone. And Erica Kirk after seemed like she moved on pretty quickly. Or at least that's what people think, because clips of her hugging up on the president and vice president.
I see no one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in and Vice President J.D. Vance. I do.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you know what they say. If you don't let your mans hug your girl's waist, then is that really your friend? Me, personally, I go up to all my homies' girls, lift them up, smack both cheeks separately. It's just a welcoming, though, nothing else. And because of all this chaos, you now have people making memes and photoshopping his face on everything. Whether that be famous celebrities, your favorite rapper, really any image or video is not safe of getting Kirkified.
Bro, the speed shit, bro. That was the first one I saw, and I was like, this shit don't look right. And then I looked closer, and I was like, oh my god, that's Kirk. Oh shit, like, bro, that was the first one I seen. And then all of a sudden, there was like, look down, bro, profile, and then like I just seen like a whole bunch of memes. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck?
It might end up being as influential as the Rickroll, like just being the Rickroll of the 2020s. I wouldn't be surprised if someone deep faked his face onto mine. I feel with Gen Z as a whole on things, it's just way more common for people to make fun of dead figures. But the amount that happens really depends on who it is and how like they are. Like I remember when Kobe died and people who tried.
Now I'm waiting for that Moist Critical video. The Kirkification situation is crazy. I'm having my noties on for that one.
To make jokes on the internet were getting doxxed and harassed because people don't play about Kobe and he was mostly uncontroversial to people.
Facts, yeah.
Someone like Charlie Kirk, who was a controversial figure as a whole, got made
nah, it's I don't think they weren't really joking like that about Kobe though. Not until after though.
Because of that reason. This type of making fun of also happens to people that Gen Z is.
You always been like the #1 milkman to me though. You know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't really stay committed to nobody else. I always seen you as a milkman.
Less connected to way more. Like, the Queen dying was not taken serious by any of Gen Z.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's because no one really
bro.
cared about
Holy
the royal
shit.
family and what it used to mean.
That
Comparing how Princess
one was pretty rough, too.
got treated compared to the Queen is complete night and day. As a whole, the royal family kind of cooked themselves in their own image, too. You had one of the members who was literally buddy-buddy with Epstein of all people. And it can't be one of those things like, well, was it before he got arrested and the public knew? He visited his ass after Epstein already got charged and arrested for being with a minor. His excuse was giving the same as my dog ate my homework.
Now, I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together.
So do phones just not exist in 2010? From what I learned in school, I'm pretty sure Alexander Graham Bell made it in 1876. Or maybe my history books are wrong. You can update me. He also got questioned on why he stayed.
Ben, you don't lie. You've been in the snow, plus you always gunning for them ABGs. Let's just get this straight, alright? I've never been one to shy away from the snow, alright? That used to be my body. You know what I'm saying? That used to be my body. I'm not a milkman no more. That milk is spoiled now. I don't do that no more. I'm into that rice. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rice guy. Give me that shrimp fried rice. That's my body now. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Give me some egg rolls. Some lumpia. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit now. Fuck the snow. Y'all can have the snow. That's not even my shit no more. I don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
His house too after.
I don't do that no more.
Prince in a royal family, it shouldn't be too hard to get the best hotel in New York or your own castle and not have to crash at the most prolific child trafficker's place to ever exist. And
Facts.
this was his excuse for it.
Staying at the house of a convicted offender.
What? I'm Chopped. Okay, if I'm Chopped, that means you actually won that fight in the locker room.
It was a convenient place to stay.
Well, that about solves it. Thanks for your fairly believable excuse. Back to your royal duties you go. Apparently that didn't convince the king because he just recently got his royal title stripped and is getting kicked out of the palace. You also had Prince Harry completely dip on the family. And if the royal family had any type of PR left to the public, it went away when he came out and started talking.
What do you mean you're black, African queens, and Latinas? You can't add that in there. You can't just add that in there. You're either loyal or you're not loyal.
About how some were being racist towards his wife, who's biracial, and you know they asses was truly being racist because this to me looks like a full-on white woman. Like, did they think if him and her had a kid, the baby was gonna come out looking like me? That kid would come out looking like the whitest child born on the whitest mountain. And evidently that is what their kids came out to look like. So they did all that complaining for no reason and lost someone in royalty. Because of all this drama and the queen died.
Like, bro, they literally have no idea how genetics work, bro. That shit is actually crazy.
Dying a couple years after it, people were ready to on the royal family, and that's what happened the same day. And in place.
That's a crazy meme, bro.
This is like Africa, where people learn about how much the royal family's history in the past exploited them and different things. It definitely changed the perception of the royal family, and people didn't care as much too because of that. Now you got people running bets saying when they think Charles is gonna die. In my opinion, they just gotta let this go. The last bit of aura died with the queen. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know y'all's thoughts on this. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
That was a good video, Tommy. Yeah, I'm about to say, if there's any, like, place I want to die in, bro, it's not here, bro. I think maybe in, like, 20 years, after TikTok fell off, and then, shit, I honestly don't know if Instagram will ever fall off. And the IG comments been kind of good to me, bro, so I ain't gonna lie. I think I'd be fine on Instagram. As long as they don't put my shit on Twitter, bro. Just don't put my death on Twitter, gang. The only death we really mourn is Akira Toriyama. Akira Toriyama, yeah, facts. I still haven't even watched Dragon Ball Daima though, so I haven't like properly mourned like I probably should have been. But yeah, TikTok never falling. I'll be real. TikTok's gonna fall off at some point. It has to. You know what I'm saying? It has to fall.
And it's